Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 15 of my Morghur campaign, where last time we finished with the Empire. They're all dead. We don't need to kill any more of them. We just need to torch some more settlements to clinch the win, which we're going to do because, of course, a new campaign has started as Karl Franz in the old world, which is different. It's mostly just gets people to stop complaining at me. But have you seen this? Have you? I'm like, yes, I've seen it. I've seen it. You know, if I just play if I just play a campaign, then they should be happy with that. Give the people what they want, and get them to leave me alone. No, I did see it. I did want to play it. I just had it. Occasionally, it was kind of similar with the Nagash mods. You get people that get really excited about an overhaul. I can totally understand why, because, you know, being able to create a new map in a recent Total War game is fucking mind-blowing, actually, because it's very complicated. I mean, considering how much fucking work that goes into just doing normal fucking patches that CA do because of the fucking code base being so fucking convoluted. Can you imagine taking that and then somehow crafting an entirely new map out of it? The skill of these modders is absolutely fucking insane, and frankly, they should be hiring them. Because if these guys are this fucking good and imaginative, they deserve to be in that industry. Or rather, they don't deserve to be in that industry, because, to be honest, it sounds like the games industry just consumes people and chews them up and spits them out. So frankly, I don't think people that talented and creative should go anywhere near the fucking games industry. Because it's just going to kill them. They're just going to get burned out almost immediately, and I don't want to see that happen to them, so they don't go. Cost of skill. Giant Chaos Spawn. I mean, that's not the worst thing. Let's get that one. And it's as a new regional power. We haven't been anywhere near Lustria. Okay, so we could do it's 88, but I want to see the big old hundo. And as such, I think we need to take out Khemri, because that's got an 8. That's not going to give us a hundo, but it might get us close. Karak. What happens to your army? Was I recruiting other things? What was I gonna put some stuff in here? What was I thinking? Did I have a plan? It does feel unlike me to have a plan. I don't usually have a plan. I'm going to get some Razor Gore chariots, despite the fact that... No, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get... Splurge. I'm going to splurge. You know what, I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get 2 giants. Oh, fuck it, get a Razor Gore chariot then. Go on, do it. Now, Torok, the problem is we don't have many... We don't have many Minotaurs, and I keep... Dread's one of those things, isn't it, where it never really... I mean, I guess it's quite well balanced, because it never really becomes a resource that you go, oh shit, I've got so much of this, it's become effectively meaningless. It's always a resource that you want, isn't it? Which is good. Oh, I can't believe I can't make it across there. Bullshit. Alright, we'll hop there. Where is... Oh, there you are. Okay, bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventures beyond compare. We are sort of like gummy bears. I mean, we're like man beasts, which is what a gummy bear is, effectively. If you think about it. Just like weirdly high technology ones, I guess, because they have that weird... I guess they made shit out of like random bits and pieces, didn't they? So that's kind of like Beastmen. I never saw gummy bears roll in their own shit, though. Hello?
I don't care for this order.
No, well, you wouldn't, because you're gonna get wrecked, madam. Don't run. No, seriously, don't run. Are you going to get reinforcements from there? Probably. Karak's still recruiting. Do I think Malagor can take all that shit on by himself? I would like to think so. Can we get the ambush? No. Oh, you don't go with reinforcements. Oh, well, that's going to be fairly easy for us. I just thought it was a fact. I will take the replenishment. Do we have... Okay, we can encamp, meander back. That should... There's a bit... Oh, we got a 90. 90, we're 10 away. I want a big 100. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want the big... Hello? Oh, are you in range? I'm a little bit concerned about you. But mind you, the garrison here is very beefy. And we've got Torok here as well. You could get some friends. Oh, shit. I really wish you had access to Minotaurs. Why the fuck don't you have Minotaurs? I could get some Chaos Knights. I mean, Chaos Knights are never bad. Because Spawn of Khorne. Flesh Hounds, not super useful. Okay, I'm going... Oh, no. Can I not get two of you? I can get two of you. Okay, we'll get two of you. And... I'm going to get one of you. That's what we're going to do. Smell their fear. Pull my finger. Okay, Morghur, you're going to continue to hibbity-hop. Just leapfrogging each other south. Yep, thank you for that. I think let's try and converge together, because we're sort of heading in this direction. We could potentially start attacking the dwarves. What about Karak? I mean, this could be an option. Maybe this one. Maybe this one's the better option. Go for this one. I mean, to be honest, we don't actually need herdstones. Herdstones are just a nice to have. Because they spread plague, which is always fun. Malagor. What do you have in your army? I forgot. God, you really are a mishmash, aren't you? You got Chaos Spawn. Freakish mutations? I mean, you can't go wrong with freakish mutations, can you? I'm half tempted to take more Chaos Spawn in your army. It's kind of... Well, I mean, you've got a bunch of freaky mutants. What's wrong? Okay, just quell animosity then. It's a hard word to say. Eeny, meeny, miny. I don't care anymore. Just do what you want. There you go. There we go. Hello, Kairos. What's up? How's it going with Gorok? Looks rough, not going to lie. Looks like you're being assaulted by lizards on all sides. You want a defensive alliance? You know what? Sure. Although that does probably mean you're going to get murdered. Because I get the feeling whenever someone becomes friends with me, they become puny and weak. It's like they start stuffing crayons up their nose. Okay. Proceed to play. Yes. So you, my little friends. You are in the way. Okay, we've got enemies closing in on all sides. Have we replenished? We have replenished. We could kill you. We could hit Khemri. Do we get Khemri? It's probably better. We're probably better off to hit you. Get the ambush. Fingers crossed. We did get the ambush. That's great. I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention during this battle. I was mostly just watching the new H-Bomber guy video about plagiarism, so I probably found it a little bit harder than it probably should have been. But never mind, that's, the important thing is that we're fighting a battle, so let's concentrate on that. Unlike past Monster Bound, who wasn't. You notice how his videos are getting longer, but also taking longer to arrive. At some point, his videos are going to literally take up the rest of the time until the heat death of the universe, but won't arrive for 1,000,000 trillion years. That's his end goal, almost certainly. Anyway, I didn't realise they had Royal Pegasus Knights. These guys are obviously quite nasty, and they do got anti-large, which means my poor Chaos Spawn are being, well, ripped to pieces, unfortunately. A little bit nastier than maybe should have been. I should have sent my Harpies to go and tear them to pieces, because they probably would have actually been pretty good by that. Because, I mean, the Royal Pegasus Knights, they are quite killy, but their armour's fairly low, and their melee defence is quite low, so it's pretty easy to actually rip them to pieces with units with even vague amounts of armour piercing. They're a very light shock unit. You have to be very careful with them. They're very fragile. Obviously, the manoeuvrability is amazing. They're speedy. Their charge bonus is insane. They will shred stuff, but let them jump like a unit of cavalry in the middle of nowhere, and they will melt them. Equally, though, hit them with something with armor piercing, like more Malagor's Harpies with their 21 armor piercing. They will make a real mess of them. A little bit more damage there than I would have liked. I didn't think the battle was going to be that difficult, but well, I guess they did have Royal Pegasus Knights. Anywho, am I going to? Oh, I don't care. Okay, I'm going to advance and raise just so I can make some distance. Make some distance. Right, what we got? 102. How big? How high can it go? That's the question. Ooh, right. Let's replace our lost Chaos Spawn. No great loss. I mean, the amount of training you need for a Chaos Spawn, pretty fucking minimal. Not they don't really respond to tricks, do they? Not big into the old tricks. Right, Morghur, you're just dicking about. I mean, I could just send you to murder shit. I mean, how many small settlements do we need? Oop. 73 or 78. Right, you know what? I'm just going to send you to murder shit. You're not even... Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. Fucking kill everyone. Fuck it. You know who's going to die? Fucking everyone. Burn it all down. Burn it all down, boys. It's the worst they're going to do. That's right. Declaring war on those guys as well. That's right. Everyone gets to be at war with everyone else. Fuck you. Suck a dick! Oh, forbidden rods. I fucking love me a forbidden rods. Yeah, good job. Good work. I think we're just going to start, torching everything. Fuck it. You know what? Azhag's kind of been pissing me off for a little while now, so let's go and kill him. That's right. That's not Azhag. Fuck it, we'll kill him too. Kill them all. Enjoy being at war with everyone, motherfuckers. Everbleed poison. I thought it might be like a dot effect or something. Which would actually be legitimately pretty cool. Okay, so far so good. I want to see how far we can get with this. Now this guy, his army is mostly trash. He does have some horned ones. If you just scooch back over here, you might be able to get the ambush before they turn... what do you have in your army? Anything? No, nothing. Right, well we could... Here's a thought. Clicking the wrong thing. The thought was more Minotaurs. I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're a fucking genius. And you're right. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I am. That's fair. You made an assumption, but it was a correct one. Well done, you. Okay, good of Kairos to be doing something, I guess. Right, we're going to... I'm tempted to go for Castle Drakenhof. I don't need it, but I want it. Phil, can you reach me? No. Well, no, you can, but only if you march. But I'm a little bit concerned that you could potentially reach me. So I tell you what, I'm just gonna cross the river the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna fight the dwarves as well. I'm gonna fight everyone. You want to fight? Them's fighting words. Okay, are you're ready to go? Okay, in that case, Torok, you can come and help us as we go and beat up. Wait, what happened to the Slan? What happened? I guess don't have to worry too much about that. Oh, the battles in the desert are heating up, aren't they? Malagor started off just one little guy by himself. And now look at him, leading the charge. Murdering, well, everyone. He's basically declared war on everyone in the general vicinity and is now taking them all on by himself. What a guy. I mean, thankfully, obviously, he has friends, doesn't he? Such as Karak and now Torok. The Beastmen, I think, probably have one of the most entertaining campaigns. And, I mean, yeah, it's not particularly difficult, but I don't think any faction in Total War is particularly difficult. I would argue that. I know people said that the Changeling, you couldn't lose, and that's true, but it's actually quite hard to lose any Total War campaign, in my opinion. It's easy to get into a position where it's going to be incredibly difficult to make any ground, but that's mostly because you'll be surrounded by people trying to kill you. Like, winning the battles isn't difficult. It's being everywhere at the same time. So if you're playing a faction which the AI just can't punch because you're just not there, it removes the only way they have of making the game difficult, which is basically swarming you with enemies. That's the only way. Oh, Kazarak's really just murdering everyone, isn't he? Look at that. Just taking on an entire lot. I'm always a little bit like, should an army be in a... Should a legendary lord be in a chariot? Does that make them good? Because chariots in general are a little bit... I've always got a question there, but they always seem to do fairly well. What level were you? I mean, I can't imagine you were more than a Slan. Weird that they just changed him out. He was 10. What level was the Slan? Like, why was that worth it? Oh well. Not my problem, I guess. Boop. Lovely. Okay, 108 big ones. Plus, if they start, like, resettling stuff, that'll be even better. That'll be even better for it. Oh, you've got a couple of armies there now. You're resettling stuff. This is great. Oh, there's a nice big 6 there. Nice big 6 there. You've resettled that? No, you're not. Well, yes, you have. You've resettled that one. What's that? Rivers of Blood. Oh. The following units will receive bonuses. Why? Why those units? I don't understand. Rivers of Blood. The Zangors are like, yes, this is my shit. I'm not... I mean, look. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against it. I just find it a bit weird. Okay, we build this. We can get more Minotaurs here, which is what we want, right? Let's get Favoured of the Skull Throne. More spell resistance. And a lovely brass body. Yes, he's brass body ready. Looks good in a bikini. Well, certainly flashy anyway. As long as you get the brass polish out. Otherwise you go a little bit green, don't you? I mean, look at the Statue of Liberty. Very green these days. Used to be... Did that used to be shiny bronze? Don't know. Not entirely. I feel like the answer is yes, but I can't... Hang on, I'm going to search it. Did the Statue of Liberty used to be bronze? It was brown like a penny. By 1906, it had been covered with green patina, thin layer of oxidization that covers copper and bronze, an alloy made of copper. Mostly, yeah. So there we go. See, used to be brown. Now it's green. There we go. See, now you learn something. I mean, you know, your mum probably thinks this channel is just shit. It's basically Blippy for old people, isn't it? Basically that. But you've just learned something. So now you can turn around and be like, no, he's not a complete waste of space. He is an educator of intellectuals. That's how I'd like to think of myself. I'd be wrong, but I'd like to think of myself as that. Now, where is my big boys? There we are. Right. Yes, all the Minotaurs. That's the good shits. Okay, we've got Volkmar. Kind of Wave Assault. We've got Tic-Tac. Holy shit, Tic-Tac-Toe. How many fucking emotional support snakes do you need? Jesus Christ. Fuck me, his mental state must be appalling. It's rocking backwards and forwards and crying a lot. Okay, Lothar. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Right, okay, let's just kick you out of this castle. I'm going to put my Erdstone here. I don't know why, I just feel like it. That's right. Nothing's safe anymore. I'm coming for you all, motherfuckers. Because I need like 3 or 4 more settlements to torch. Let's torch this one. I've managed to... I've made a hole in the wall, but I'm still trying to kick down the gate. But the gate's just taking a long time to actually... Hang on, where is the gate? There it is. No. There it is. You can see it's just taking a long time to actually... I'm not actually doing any damage to it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know, like, right, okay, so adding health to the gate wasn't really the problem, was it? The problem was that anything can break through the gate. Now, I guess, like, monsters and stuff kind of makes sense, but you can send a unit of goblins with spears to poke a gate to death, right? All they've done is made that slightly slower. So all they've done is just made the sieges take a little bit longer. Which is why I think the siege changes, and I don't want to denigrate the work that went into it, right? Because I'm sure the developers worked really hard, and I love the way you kind of like got a watery ground here. That looks really nice. But the siege changes are terrible. Well, they're not terrible. It's just they're really forgettable. And I realised that it might be a good base level for them to then build on, but you know, I think the problem is there's been a lot of promises with Total War and very little follow through, and until we start seeing that follow through, I don't see the point in believing that sieges are going to be fixed, to be honest. And I think there's a the problem with sieges, in my opinion, is that it's too hard for the defender to defend a city, and also And this is the main thing. The cities are now too big, right? They need to go back to the Warhammer 2 ones, and I know that's going to... There's a very vocal and I think it's a minority, a very vocal... They feel like cities should just be massive fucking cities, but I don't think that's actually fun to fight on. Like, thematically, yes, I get it, and, you know, I want to see more interesting layouts, but they need to make this a little bit smaller. Even if there was only, like, a couple of routes through, maybe if it was quite... The problem is, if you make it deep, the AI doesn't use it. Like, AI never uses layers of defense. As I'm killing these guys here, and I am killing them very fucking rapidly, they will just feed more and more units in because they don't really understand the concept of creating a secondary line. They're not going, okay, So, the enemy can attack through here, therefore we need to plug this. Or potentially, like, turn this area into a killing zone. Having, I mean, I know that the undead don't have missile units, but have missile units up here to fire into the city, defend them with our infantry, and basically stop them from advancing further. Just turn this into a killing zone. The AI won't do that. What they'll do is they'll just keep feeding more and more units in as I slowly advance through the city, which means I mean, this is spoilers, but I don't manage to capture a single minor supply location in this battle because I never get near one. By the point I'm anywhere near a minor supply location, the enemy are broken. I mean, we've already slaughtered over 1,000 of them. As we now push further in, and you can see they're just feeding more and more units into it. It's just constant, and they're kind of trying to. There's no actual logic here, right? They're just putting units in my path. And this is kind of the problem. Like, the main problem with sieges isn't the layout, it's the fact that the AI doesn't know how to do sieges very well. Which means the player is always going to be, you know, gonna win these fairly easily. The only ones they're not going to is when they go and cheese, and I think the only thing that Siege Changes managed to do was stop the player from cheesing the AI. Because the cities are massive, and if you sneak some units in to grab the objective, you could probably win the battle before the AI can react to you. Now, you know, in fairness, I have done that before, although it's mostly because I can't be bothered to fight the siege, and it's just the easier way of doing it. But apparently you can do this with the Chaos Dwarf, the faction capital owner, which is that minor Chaos Dwarf faction. You can, if you attack Zarna Grund, which is a tier 5 city at the start, if you attack that, and you can basically cheese the AI and take the city from them from under their nose. Which, yeah, I can totally understand wanting to fix, but the problem is I feel like the whole siege fix revolved around making sure the player couldn't do that. It wasn't, how do we make sieges more fun? It was, how do we stop this one specific case from happening? That's not how you make games better. Not really. Unrelenting Warherd. What the fuck? Oh, that's the Minotaur thing, isn't it? Holy shit! Everyone's got like 70 melee attack. Jesus, that's rough. I mean, for the enemy, obviously. Skeleton Warriors getting in the way briefly before getting body slammed or belly flopped on. Anyway, looking at numbers, yeah, think we're winning that. I think we're winning it fairly easily. I mean, my army's devolved into a blob, but is this just me? I find it, when my army has devolved into a blob, it's much harder to, like, unpick it. It takes fucking ages to unpick it, so I usually just go, oh fuck it, doesn't matter, and just keep it as a massive blob. Again, laziness. This poor old skeletons just getting, oh my god. I almost feel sorry for these skeletons, they're just getting absolutely pummeled. I love the way the Jabba Slice animations are so good. Like, it just makes it feel meaty and weighty and just lumbering. This lumbering horror. Such a good animation set for them. So good. Generally just fucking great. I mean, all of the monsters in Warhammer, Total Warhammer, do look and move amazingly. The animators are definitely one of the, I feel like one of the unsung heroes of the Total War franchise, particularly for Warhammer. It must be a real treat as well if you're doing the animations to work on something like that. Must be quite fun. Although I can't help imagine that maybe some of them are a little bit bored of doing monsters now. Maybe they just want to do a nice human. Zombies continuing to pour into the fights to die. I mean, in fairness, this battle was going to be very one-sided, considering, you know, I've got a horrific horde of monstrosities. Is it 5 Jabberslies? 5 Jabberslies? Yeah. So I have actually captured a victory point, but it's the gate. It's this gate over here. I've captured 2 gates, in fact. Well done me. Bully for me. And there's just piles of the dead lying everywhere. And how many have I lost? 3. I've lost 3 guys. They've lost thousands. I've lost 3. And it looks like the enemy garrison is starting to crumble away. There we go. Yep. Didn't actually get very far into the city, did I? Nope. Okay, well, never mind. And there goes Castle Drakenhof. I am going to... Oh, I could. I don't need the money. I'm not Jeff Bezos. Once I've got enough money, I'm like, that's fine. I don't need all the money in literally the world. If I was in Jeff's shoes, you know what I'd be doing? Giving better working conditions to the poor bastards that work in the warehouse. Give each of them a fucking scooter, mate. You can afford it. Fucking Christmas coming up. You can even get Amazon to wrap the fucking things. Twat. Anyway, so we've got Castle Drakenhof, that's a good start, and we're going to burn everything around there to rack up the last... How many settlements do we need? Oh god, only 3. Should we just crack on with that? Like 3? Not that many. Not that many. Make that 2. Oh shit, even the dwarves are going to come and help us. Dwarves and beastmen. Firm friends. Firm friends. Lovely. Ah, that's nice. Isn't that, you know, coming together. Coming together. Not in a sex way. Lovely. I mean, I guess if you want to do it in a sex way, that's lovely too, but obviously a little bit more intimate. But either way, great. Oh, we've met Agrons. Who received a plague? You received a plague. Is it a good plague? Oh, that's fine. I don't mind that plague. That's a fine plague to have. A fine plague indeed. Hello, Numus. Goodbye, Numus. I mean, Malagor's really come into his own, hasn't he? He's throwing the biggest fucking party. 114. 114 party points. Ooh. That's a party, baby. That's a fucking party. Can we... I just feel like maybe we could get this even bigger. Why? Oh, you're not... No? You just need to... Wait, are you... Oh, you're recruiting, that's why. What's this army like? Oof. That is quite rough, isn't it? That's quite, you know, army-wise, that's pretty nasty. Unwise. Yeah, well... Yeah. Yeah, that does... I'm going to be honest, that is quite a nasty army, so maybe we won't go and touch that with that particular... Just because Kazrak's not that good, to be honest. Poor Kazrak. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. We do have Spite over here, though. Spite plus a war plus a garrison. Probably a good fight to end this on, to be honest. Well, every campaign comes to an end, and I think this one's come to a natural conclusion, mostly because we've got the long victory conditions fulfilled after this fight, which is nice. But usually by that point, the campaign has evolved, or devolved, I should say, into lots of bureaucracy, and you've pretty much already won. It's just a case of grinding your way through enemy armies, and I think this is a good place to stop as any. As much as I love having Jabberslies just belly flopping all over at people. It's just such a great monster. The best monster in Total War. But we've managed to max out our Marks of Ruination, or whatever the fuck they're called, because I'm going to be honest, the Beastmare mechanics may be great, but there's a lot of random tokens and names and resources and all that kind of bollocks, and I genuinely can't be bothered to remember what the name of all of them is. Dread I remember, because that's important, and then you've got the marks and... fuck, it doesn't really matter. Making very short work of these greenskins. There's that rogue. I do like the rogue idol. Oh, it's good. I mean, it basically reminds me of a Gargant, and Gargants are the best thing in Games Workshop lore. The best thing. Centaurs coming out of the trees. I don't really use the Centaurs very much, but they are useful. They're great weapons and just a normal Centaur. I mean, you know, 41 melee attack, 87 charge bonus. If they charge something, they fucking know it. But I think most of the damage is probably being done by our AoE effects. I mean, you can just see how quickly the enemy army is disintegrating. We've only got 349 guys, and look how quickly the enemy troop count is dropping. Jesus Christ. Savage. The rogue idol's getting clobbered. Surrounded by Morghur. Duhok, who keeps trying to have sexy times with a Cygor, and it just backfires every time. Oh, the animation of the rogue idol dying is great. He looks so sad. Oh, bless him. Bless his heart. His eyes are still growing though. Growing? Glowing? That's the one. Glowing. Look, it's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. And the enemy reinforcements come on briefly just to be chased off the battlefield by Chaos Spawn and Jabba Slides. And doesn't really matter what we do to that. There we go. Oh, apparently I've never completed a Beastman. I guess I have never completed just the thing came up going, good job, you've got an achievement for complete a Beastman campaign. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I guess I have. Fantastic. Well, we've still got 114 here, which is not bad. Fuck it, I'm going to perform that ritual. And we now have the Fall of Man battle, which I could play, but fuck me, is that battle incredibly dull. I've done it so many times, and it's never interesting. It's always... And to be honest, the last time I played it, it was fucking broken, and I can't imagine they've got round to fixing it recently. So, to be honest, we're not going to do that. We're just going to say, hey, good job. I've destroyed the Bretonnia and the Empire, torched the lots, all burned to the ground. And I'll take that as a win. Of course, we're now playing Karl Franz on the main channel, and I want to try and fit some more streams in and potentially do some more Patreon videos. I don't know. Have a think about that. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.